Hello, 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 my friends, and welcome to another live, yes, I said live, L-I-V-E, live broadcast from the NJ Courts TV, SkyChopper420. And it should be a really freaking beautiful one. I'm excited for this flight because it's a first for me. I've never flown in this area. I've hiked through here. Back in the good old days when I had a badass Jeep Wrangler, I four-wheeled the shit out of this area. So I'm very familiar with the area. And I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that I can take you to what is called the Arch. It's this little arch that's at the top of this little mountain that I'm going to show you here in a second. And if we can find it, and I'm feeling brave enough, we might just go through it. But either way, hey, what's up, ICU? We should see some pretty good, beautiful views. Maybe we'll see some nature. But sit back, enjoy. It is a clear, sunny day, except there is a little bit of a breeze, which the SkyChopper420 is rated to handle. But just to keep you aware, if for some reason the wind starts increasing, we may have to just return or cancel the flight. But let's hope that's not the case. Let's get going before that wind may start picking up. Knock on some wood for me, because I don't really have... Oh, I have a little... Yeah, I found some. Hold on. It's my wood. I'm going to knock. All right. Now we have a good, successful, safe flight. All right, here we go, guys. Let's get the drone up in the air before it overheats. You know the drill. Hang tight. I'm going to get us set up on drone vision. Again, this is going to be from SkyChopper420. Okay, let's go. So hopefully you guys will be seeing a view. What's up, Bisquick? Not right now. We'll be having a court update here this week, probably tomorrow, because we've got a lot of updates going on. Refer to many of the updates we've done on Blackout if you want to hear any commentary from me. There's plenty of it. Enjoy the flight, my friend. Anyways, that is the mountain that we're going to be headed up towards, okay? So the goal is to fly the SkyChopper420 towards the direction of that little mountain, and we're going to look for the arch. And if we find it, we're going to thread the arch, as they say, thread the needle, as the pilots like to say in my hobby. I think that's what they say. I'm just making up bullshit. Anyways, let's get going. All right, I think we can safely launch from the roof of my vehicle. We've got plenty of satellites. That's me right there. Let's go.
Take off. Home point updated.
Good. I wanted my home point updated. All right, let's get some air. Let's get going. We'll follow this little trail, this little Jeep trail. That'll kind of guide us. But enjoy the chat. Or excuse me, well, you guys can hang out in the chat. I'm going to be flying, but I'll check in with you guys every once in a while. But just to kind of give you a view here, that is the mountain we're going for. I think the arch should be up here. So I'm going to be aiming towards here. I think that's where it's going to be at, but hopefully we'll find it. Can't see it from here because you kind of got to be facing it north and south. But once we get closer, I think we'll be fine. Let's go explore a bit, shall we? And this is a live feed from SkyChopper420. If we're lucky, we might even see some four-wheelers out here. It's a beautiful day for four-wheeling. I'd definitely be ripping it. Thread the needle. That's what's up, Peanut Butter. Welcome to the chat. I hear dirt bike behind me. That'd be cool if they came up behind me. I'd be like, dude, let me follow you up onto the trail. Hell no, I might as well be recording this. This is a beautiful flight. So I'm going to be recording now in 4K, or 1080, sorry, not 4K. Actually, I should fucking switch to 4K. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Why not? When in Rome, let's do it. I got about 2 hours of storage. Alright, here we go. Our altitude is about 100 feet. Get up a little bit because I see some power lines up in front of us. Just to be on the safe side. All right. Yep, there they are. I see them. This beautiful trail right underneath us. I don't think we're going to reach it. I don't know if I'm going to have enough signal just because I am behind some bushes, but we'll try. The least we can do is explore a bit. I'll take it to where I start losing some signal. Let me see here. I might bring it down a bit. There's a little pile of rocks right there. That's interesting. I wonder if that's a marker. Trying to just find a good signal here. Yeah, I think I need to go up. Alright, I got 3 bars there. Let's continue. Actually, let me do something really quick. Alright, cool. Just want to make sure my return to altitude height was set right.
Max flight distance reached.
Well, there you go. Oh, actually, hold on. Let's fix that. I forgot. I had it totally adjusted to like... There we go. Sorry, I didn't have my settings set. Alright, now we're good. I don't think we're going to make it, boys. I'm down to 2 bars on the RC. But we tried. Alright, let's turn around and fly around. At least we can get some beautiful views. I'll have to get us closer to that mountain to tread the needle. If I was on some higher ground, we could do it for sure. But let's see what we can see from here. Alright, so I'm going to have to pause my 4K, and I'm going to have to go to 1080 so that I can zoom in to 4X. Alright, so that's all I can do is zoom in this far. Yeah, let's look for some Ukrainians. Oh, these things can go about 7 miles, man. It's just about having a clear transmission. You know what I mean? And I don't really have one. I'm on now lower, facing higher ground. If I was on high ground, oh, we could do it. Fucking A, we could do it. Let's see if we can see any cryptids. I'm just trying to look for a cool spot. Man, so close. I guess these mountains look a lot closer from the distance than they really are. But that just, you know, like I said. Oh, let's see if we can explore this. This looks like a pretty cool little canyon here. Hold on. What's this? Oh, now I got some good signal. Hell yeah, let's see when we get to this mountain over here. I got ripper signal now. You know, like a little... Oh, that'd be perfect little backdrop to do some shooting at, that's for sure. You see any cryptids? Aliens walking around? Be a perfect time. This is actually a good place. There's over by these mountains here, there was on the other side, the university owns that land because there's a big Indian village that's located over here. You know what I mean? You're not too far from the river, and this is beautiful high ground. So there was a lot of Indian activity. So, you know, you could look for old trails. I'm sure you could probably find gold in some of these washouts. I was watching this guy on YouTube that was showing, basically you look for something like this, a washout like you're looking at now. And he says you look for where there's black sand, okay? You always look for black sand. Black sand equals gold. And then even to take it further, you look for a washout like this, but then you find a place where like a rock outcropping, basically 90 degrees it, right? Parallels, goes right through it. Because the gold will get caught in the rock cropping, okay? So you want to look for something like this, a washout. You want to look for black sand, and then you want to look for somewhere where a rock cropping crosses it. And that's a good way to start panning either wet or dry gold. You know, the way, whatever technique you want to use to pan for the gold. This is southern New Mexico, Texas, Cat. What up, Balloon Knot? What up, White Sammy Sosa? What up, Kyle AB? Where do you see a coyote? Let's keep going. Let's keep exploring. See when we make it to this mountain here. This is a pretty little interesting thing. This is what caught my eye right here. All right, well, I'm going to turn around here at about 15 minutes, about 60% left on the battery. Because I do got to return back. Remember, we always got to return back. But let's see if we can get to this little mountain peak. And just do a little pan, 360, kind of get my bearings a bit. Okay. I'm over here. Basically, you can follow that power line road. Well, not right there, but that's my direction. All right. So we're just from the mountain headed over there. Cool. All right, let's go. Looking for that black gold dirt, boys. They say there's gold in these hills. Yeah, we're in southern New Mexico. Yes, it does have auto return. So here in a bit, it'll probably tell me when I need to start coming back, and then it'll auto return. It'll auto return in 7 minutes. So we got 7 minutes to play before it's going to want to start heading back. And if I lose connection, this thing is supposed to fly back to me as well. That's what they say. That's what makes DJI the best. That's what they say. All right, let's go explore. We're almost there, boys. This isn't where the arch is at, but at least we can get to some mountain. Fingers crossed. Oh, starting to get into some connection. Let's see. Are we gonna make it? Are we gonna make it, boys? Oh, there's some four-wheelers right behind me. What up? Damn. I would have followed them around. All right, we're almost there. But I'm losing signal, boys. I'm gonna lose signal soon, boys. Let's just zoom in and see if we can see anything. Let's use the old zoom on this. Oh, I bet you there was some Indians hanging out up here, boy. I guarantee you there was some Indians hanging out up there. But I'll tell you what, this is where you find them gold. This is what you're looking for, man. If these little out-rockings would just kind of cross into this little fucking washout right here, oh, bro, we'd be fucking gold panning, boys. There's gold up in these hills. All right, let's start heading back. Let's use the auto return, man. I haven't used auto. Well, fuck it, actually. Let's just fly back manually. Fuck it. I'm not a newbie. I use an actual fucking, what's it called? I just use like what the airline, what the regular, airplane pilots use. Well, they got fancy GPS and shit, which I have on here too. But I don't use the GPS. I just switch and use the, like, basically compass setting. And it shows me where the drone's at, where I'm at, and I just fly in that direction. And then it shows me my distance to me and how close we are. So now we're going to head back, boys. We're going to go ahead and head back. That way we don't run out of battery. But that was a fun little flight. What up, IP2 Lambada? This is the Mini 3. Does not have optical zoom. This is digital zoom, unfortunately. You got to pay over $1,000 to about probably $1,500 to $2,000 to get you a drone that's got optical zoom. The Mini 4's got really good zoom, and the Mini 5 Pro, man, oh man, that's got some good zoom. And they've got some weird, like, hybrid optical digital zoom now. But basically, if you want to get something with optical zoom, you want to go with the, I think the Mavic series. We're starting to get closer, boys. Here's a view down below. I'm doing about 20 miles an hour, heading back. Hope I don't have to go hiking. That's why we'll follow these fucking dirt trails. As long as I'm close to a trail, if I gotta go hike out for this thing, well, we might have to go for a hike, boys. This is where it gets a little nerve-wracking. think I'm fighting a little wind. That's why my battery's draining. You got to remember the good old wind, baby. There's a lot of things you got to consider when you're flying these things, man. We're going to be just fine, boys. Oh, there we are. Let's come in for a landing, shall we? Dive bomb myself. But if you're curious about the zoom, there's 2x. This is, remember, digital zoom. There's 4x. That's me right there. What's up, dog? All right, now I feel better about myself. We have 12 minutes left on the battery. Where'd you see him at? I'm right behind you. I'm right behind. Hold on. I got to do my Blackout Andy voice. Blackout Andy. Blackout. I'm right behind you, NJ Coits. I'm right behind you. Where? Oh, shit. Hold on, let me check my 3. Oh, wait, hold on, what's that? Oh, wait, I see a black figure going. What the fuck is that? Is that a cryptid or what the fuck is that? It's pretty far away. Yeah, no, but the zoom's pretty damn good. I mean, look, there's the road, right? Let's see if we can see what this truck's got on the side. You know? We definitely do a little surveillance from here, bro. Some little border patrol surveillance for sure, dude. Whoa, good shit, huh, Jack? Yeah, what a nice little view. You got the sun coming down over the Robledos. Oh, I forgot this thing can pan up pretty high, too. Pans down all the way, but it pans up pretty good, too. So if you ever, like, record mountain climbers and shit, that's pretty helpful. Or you like to, like, record stuff where you got to pan up a bit. But, yeah, well, we'll have to get closer to them mountains if we're going to tread that needle, boys. That or I have to find higher ground. But I have a feeling it's either there or there. One of those two little peaks the needle's at. We were heading towards this one. Maybe we should have just head towards that. But honestly, we almost made it towards that one right there. We probably could have, would have, should have, but I was a chicken puss, and I wanted to come back so that I didn't fucking have to go hiking for my fucking drone. We probably could have made it and made it back. But, like I said, better to be safe than sorry. Especially when you're using this technology. Alright, let's land her, boys. What's this? What's that little white thing over there? Let's see. Ooh. Is that just trash? It looks like trash. Okay. You never know what you find out here in the old desert. See, this would be fun just to cruise around looking for shit. Especially like when the riverbed dries out, which it almost is. I think it'd be fun to go cruising up and down the river looking for river junk. See if you can find something interesting other than just rubber tires. Alright, so here we go. We're going to land her, boys. We're going to do a little hand landing, you know. You know, like me, I like to get fancy with it. Oh, what? Oh, shit. Is that a shadow? Okay, just making sure. That was a shadow. Never know, bro. Never know. You never know in these hills. Alright, you should hear it right above me. Let's come down. Downtown. Oh, I see her. I see SkyChopper420. Ooh, I think we're good. Let's hand catch this biatch. Booyah! Booyah, woulda, coulda, shoulda, woulda! All right, how was that flight? All right, let me switch you guys to the back to the old live stream. Hang tight. We're gonna shut the SkyChopper420 feed. Boom. And now you should see me right here now on the old back on the live stream. That's what's so cool, man, how we can literally... I'm checking it. Thanks, Jack. We're good. But yeah, how was that? That was fun, man. Hope you guys enjoy that. We could have probably, you know, we could have probably pushed it a bit, but like I said, I like to be safe than sorry, so that was a good flight for me. I had fun with that. That's what I like to do. That's my high, boys. I know they say I'm probably on meth and all sorts of crazy drugs, but I promise you, my happiness comes from things just like that. As a matter of fact, I want to start exploring these areas that I think we can probably find some like old trails, you know, like old Indian trails, and you follow those Indian trails, bro, and they might take you to some pretty interesting, cool places, man. That's what I want to do, is start exploring cool places like that. Also, I want to start exploring like this one guy does. He gave me a good idea. I think I told you guys before. He goes to old highways or new freeways, new highways. But basically, you know, especially if you find a place like going up a windy mountain, but you look for places where you think cars may have gone off the edge, you know, driving crazy, taking that sharp turn. And then you fly a drone, and most of the time, you're going to find a bunch of old cars just fucking junked over. You know, they can't recover those cars. So you might find cars that are 50 to 80 to 100 years old that have gone over that road all that time, you know. So it's pretty cool to just see from new cars to old cars, all sorts of crazy shit you see that from people that, or accidents or things, whatever, that can fly off of a curb. All right, let me power down my remote. Shut this down. Start putting her away. Put my other phone back in my case so if it falls, it doesn't fucking break. That's what we don't need. Safely take my joysticks out, because if I drop these in this sand, that's gonna suck to look for. Put that away. We can put this away. I can take you guys off of my extended battery. But yeah, that was it, man. Hope you guys enjoyed the little brief little, you know, like I said, I like to kind of, although, you know, we've done observations that have to do with, you know, investigations, we like to also do some fun stuff with the SkyChopper420, and this was one of them. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday, right? Tuesday, is it? Afternoon. And we'll see you tomorrow. I have some court updates, and we'll probably do those tomorrow morning or tomorrow night. But either way, we'll do it tomorrow for sure. So see you guys then. Have a wonderful rest of your afternoon, folks. And Jay Courts and SkyChopper420 are officially